Alright, here's how you can master any skill and learn anything and become good at it. So, if you're like me, you like to learn. You like fitness, you like quality things, and you like to learn. So, back in the day, I used to listen to podcasts in the gym while I was door dashing, while I was walking, while I was working, while I was stretching, while I was cooking, while I was cleaning, while I was eating, while I was shitting. I would always be listening to something. I guess I thought I was, learning and gaining knowledge. I look back on that time and realize I wasted a bunch of fucking time. I wasn't gaining no knowledge. Sure, I was listening to a bunch of stuff and inputting a bunch of stuff, consuming a bunch of content, but the content didn't go anywhere. I didn't use what I learned or anything. It just kind of sat inside my mind until it got forgotten, just like any topic that you ever learned in school. My output just didn't match my input. I would consume, but I wouldn't actually use it. And that's when I learned that knowledge is not power, but applied knowledge is power. So forget all that bullshit. Let's dive in. Look, knowledge isn't power. No, knowledge is information. It's anything that you get from like watching a video, a YouTube video like this. It's anything that you get from reading a book, watching a show, just living life, watching the news, reading an article, and all that. But knowledge isn't power because it doesn't mean anything. It's cool to know stuff and people might be like, whoa, you know that? But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything unless you apply it. Look, you can know everything about fitness, but if you can't use it to build a 10 out of 10 physique for yourself and get strong and athletic and all that, it doesn't mean anything. You can know everything about football, but if you can't use that to win a game, it doesn't mean anything. You can know everything about stocks, but if you can't actually use it to make money from the stock market, it doesn't mean shit. We all know that one person that knows everything, but yet they have no results to show for themselves. Fuck that. Look, y'all, we need results. Okay, we don't need results, but we want some results from what we learn. There's no point in just learning just to learn. No. That's just consuming content. That's being gluttonous. That's being hedonistic. We don't do that over here. No. We're going to find a way to actually use what we learn and use it to our advantage so that we can get power. Remember, knowledge is an idea, and it means nothing until action has been put into it and results have been made from it. So don't stop learning. Don't stop consuming knowledge. Just change the approach that you've been using when it comes to learning. And the main reason that your learning sucks is because of school. The school system, as we all know by now, it's heavily flawed, extremely flawed, terribly flawed. But that's neither here nor there. And there's nothing we can do about it. The school system, it also has its benefits. But the thing with the school system is that it would pretty much, you would learn, you would consume information, you would memorize it, then you would apply it to a standardized test, a project, or some essay, and then you would forget about it. And that is so dumb. Like, literally think about that. We would waste all this time learning just to forget it. It's so fucking useless. But they're training you to work a job, so I can't fault them for that. But look, if you actually want to use the knowledge that you learn, the stuff that you read about to your advantage, you need to forget all that. Because here's the thing, school is not an accurate representation of real life. In school, they have all these strict guidelines and rules that you need to follow. And sure, in the real world, there's laws, you shouldn't cross the street when a car is coming at you. Freaking NPC, anon, walking people in the street. But no, like there's laws that you need to follow. Obviously, don't hurt others, don't harm others, follow the laws, all that. But when it comes to like the real world, there's just stuff that they can't teach. They can't teach you how to talk to someone, how to connect with someone, how to network, how to cook and clean, how to pay your taxes, all that stuff. No, there's a lot of things in the world that require creativity, that require intuitive thinking, and school just doesn't set you up for that. So you need to forget about whatever you learn in school and learn the real way to learn. Inputs versus outputs. Look, if you eat, you gotta shit it out. If you drink water, you gotta piss it out. And if you consume knowledge, you gotta use it somehow. It's like if you go to the gym, you're gonna get big and strong. So when it comes to knowledge, if you're going to consume it, you have to use it. You have to dish it out somehow. And we can do this in a variety of ways. The best way is just sharing your knowledge like humans have been doing for centuries, since freaking humans became to be. You need to start teaching. And I'm not saying go become a teacher and get paid $10 a year. No disrespect. Like, I respect teachers, but the pay ain't it. But real talk, respect to all the teachers, because they be putting up with little bratty kids and trying to help them the best they can. So I respect that. But anyways, I wouldn't recommend becoming a teacher. What I would recommend is you start like a YouTube channel, or you start a Twitter page, or you start an Instagram where you just share what you learn. You go throughout your day, oh, today I learned this in the gym. I learned that if you train this way, you'll gain more muscle. You share that with your audience and they're going to appreciate you. Or you share, I learned that when you're talking to someone, you should actually look them in the eyes and give them your full attention, like basic stuff like that. But what you do when you begin to share what you learn, you actually remember it. And when it comes to teaching, the main thing you want to remember is you want to simplify to the point that a 5-year-old could understand what you're trying to say. If it's not that simple, no one's going to understand it because people are idiots, myself and you included. I'm playing, not me. Maybe you, but not me. But yeah, people are idiots. So you want to make whatever you're talking about as simple as possible so that people actually understand what you're saying and don't just look at you like with that fluoride mouth breathing stare. Gosh, I hate that. But also, if you don't want to use the social media and try to, grow an audience on there and teach them, just talk to people about it. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to the people that you walk by, join a Reddit group forum or something. The main thing is you need to be discussing the topic, because if you're not discussing the topic, it's just going to get lost. It's going to get forgotten. There's too much stimulus, freaking TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. There's too much shit that you're not going to remember everything. The only things you're going to remember are the stuff that you write down, the stuff that you pay attention to and actually discuss with those around you, whether it be through social media or whether it be in person. And remember this, quality is the key here. Eat better food, drink better water, read better books, write better thoughts, live a better life. Because when all these things are raised to the maximum, the quality of what you share, the quality of what you teach is going to be at the maximum. It's going to be quality. So simple. So, since y'all are still indoctrinated with the school system, I gotta assign homework for you guys. Y'all see what I gotta do here? I really gotta turn into a teacher here. Come on, y'all, do better. But seriously, homework. Share one piece of information that you learn every day. Look, everybody's always plugged in. You're watching YouTube, you're listening to some podcasts, you're doing something, you're learning something. So at the bare minimum, share one of these things, one of these 1,000 things that you're exposed to every day. Just share it with someone. Whether it be just through a simple tweet like, oh, today I learned that if you go to the sauna, you're going to sweat. Basic shit like that. Or just talk to your mom at the end of the day. Be like, hey, mom, you know what I learned today? I learned that water is wet. Don't come in my comments with that bullshit. Water is not wet. But that's a topic for another day. Anyways. But seriously, share one piece of information, talk about it with one person. That's all you have to do. That's all your homework. Is that hard? No, it's not. Are you going to do it? Probably not. Gosh, it's all right. I'm going to save you, bruh. Someone's got to do it. So just think of how you learn. How did you learn to speak? You heard what other people said. Then you would kind of look for like examples of how it's used. Like, oh, that's how you use the word the. And then you would use the word the in your own speaking. So just apply that to teaching. You learn a piece of information, then you can, I would say, take some time, let it sit with you, and just look around like, oh, how is that relevant in my life? How do I use that in my life? Where do I see that in my life? Let's say you learn that drinking water makes you feel way better. And then you think about, how have I felt when I'm dehydrated? Not very good. How have I felt when I do drink water? Oh, I feel good. And then you share that with your audience. Don't forget, drink 1 gallon of water a day. I'm laughing because I've done that before. All right. But seriously, do this and you'll master what you learn. Like the knowledge that you consume is actually going to be interpreted and like actually used. And then you become a master. And when you become a master, you unlock intuition. Have you ever, think about your mom. When your mom cooks, at least my mom, I would be cooking a pancake and my mom will notice that like the pancake is about to get burnt. So she'll flip it because she's been in the kitchen. She's been in the kitchen before and she knows how that stuff works. She has just an intuitive like sixth sense about it. So she knows when to flip it. She knows what to do the right way, when, how, where, what, all that. So when you begin to master these topics, you can pretty much develop your own skills and intuition on your own. And that's a beautiful thing. But you got to put in the work. You got to learn it, interpret it, look for examples and then teach it, discuss it, and go deep with the topic. You got to go deep, not wide, fellas. It is your duty to learn and then pass it on. This is how we improve the human race. This is how we just improve the general consciousness and raise it up. Because if you're not teaching what you learn, you're selfish, simply put. Also, I should note, I got this idea from the book Show Your Work, which just talks about showing your work. And I was like, well, we should just share what we learn. Genius, I know. Anyways, that's all for the video. It's your boy Suleiman. Don't forget, if you want to see more of my content, check out my Twitter, my newsletter, my Instagram, my TikTok. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want help reaching your athletic potential, click the link below for a free coaching call. I got y'all. Anyways, stay blessed and stay based. I'm out.